we're going to do another member, and I don't know if you can guess who it is. I don't think you'll be able to guess who it is. Can you? Can you guess who it is? We're still going to be using Ciolo Thompson's flying thing. Ciolo Thompson's deck, which is the Lion Strider, my favorite deck of all time. I have this in this size, and I also have it in a mini travel size. That's how much I love it, because you all know that the artwork here is gorgeous. It's amazing. It's like watercolor. And have you guessed who it is? Interesting. You'll probably be able to guess once I lift the card. Now can you guess who it is? None other than JUNGKOOK. All right. So where do I begin? Where do I begin? So if JUNGKOOK was a card in the tarot deck, at this point in time, his significator would be the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is not a standard deck. Your standard deck is Rider-Waite. And so the deck on Rider-Waite, and my dog is here. He wants to come in. Hold on. Pause that thought. Okay, now my dog is inside my room. He's actually by my feet because he's deathly afraid of the thunder. And over here in the Philippines, thunder is crazy. Lightning is crazy. And so that's that. He's afraid of that. But anyways, I digress. We go back to JUNGKOOK. Now, let me say this. I actually did JUNGKOOK's card a while back, like maybe 3 months back. And I told myself that I would post it in September, because sometimes you just get that feeling, you just kind of get that nudge that the message that's for that person or the message that's about that person is not for that time, but probably for the future. And thus, this was before, excuse me, this was before he released 7. And so in that video that I did, and the reading that I did, was the message was basically that he was showing himself his true colors, but still playing true to his own true colors of being mysterious and still keeping a lot to himself. But now he's showing a lot of himself rather than just keeping himself really tight-knit and tight-close. And he's doing a lot of projects for himself, which I was really, really pleased that I was freaking on point with that. And I'm sad that I didn't post it. But anyways, here we are. Okay. Very interesting card actually for JUNGKOOK, but very on point. One of the messages that I see for him, and remember that this is all for fun. None of this is factual. All right. I am reading this card on September 17. None of this is factual, and this is just the energy that I'm reading off of it. And the energy that where they are right now, you know, this could change over time, or it could not change over time. So we're reading current energies. That's what we're doing. All right. So the energy, let me shift. No, it's much better here. So the energy that I'm reading for JUNGKOOK right now is pretty much that he's still enjoying his time. You know what I mean? He is loving being the bunny. I mean, obviously you can see that there's a bunny, there's a rabbit. But when we think of bunnies, when we think of rabbits, we talk about innocence, right? There is a sense of innocence that surrounds them. And there is a sense of like fluffiness, in a sense that you just want to hug them and you just want to coddle them. And you just want to basically be around them so much because they feel so comfortable. They feel so light. They feel very pleasant, that their aura is very pleasant, right? And at this moment, I don't think anyone will disagree that that's what we're feeling. Yes, Mies, but hug me so. I don't think that anyone will disagree that that is what JUNGKOOK feels like to the rest of the world right now. I mean, he's showing us his sexy side, and we have to, another message, rather, I'm getting ahead of myself. Another message that I'm seeing is that he's basically showing us his sexy side as well, which also coincides with the first reading that I did for him, wherein he's showing us a different side of himself without giving too much, you know? When we think about bunnies, when we think about rabbits, it's also about the rate that they multiply. I mean, bunnies are notorious for that, right? But it's also about that kind of drive, that kind of libido, that kind of sexiness, if you will. So he's very correct in saying that it is a different side of him. It's probably just not the side of him that we are used to seeing, because we saw him grow up from like a teenager, right? We saw him grow up from a teenager, and now he's a full-blown man that he can like be by himself. He's totally independent, and he's going for the things that he wants. One of the things that I'm really, really happy about with this card is that he does things with joy. He pursues projects that make him happy. There are a lot of times when celebrities, and not just celebrities, but people in general, all of us, we tend to pick projects, we tend to pick things that we feel will reap the most benefit. And that's fine, right? That's fine. But rarely do we pick them because they excite us. Rarely do we pick them because they actually make us happy. Now, what I see with JUNGKOOK is that he chooses projects based on what would make him feel happy, based on what would make him feel what would feel right for him, or like a good fit for him, which is actually a great way to go. Remember that whatever you focus on will multiply. So if you focus on joy, if you focus on doing something with joy, or if you're going into something that has joy inside of it, it will definitely multiply, and it will become prosperous, and it will become something that will be a source of success and abundance for you. Hence 7, right? We all know, we can all agree how successful 7 is and how amazing the song is. It's been on repeat for me. Yes, Mies. It's been on repeat. My dog is agreeing. It's been on repeat for me for quite some time now. And it's still there. I mean, I still love it. Miso. That's my dog. And it's still there. And so this is a great way to choose. This is a great way to determine what would actually make you happy, because what makes you happy is what you will focus on, and what you will focus on multiplies. And so that's part of JUNGKOOK's success, is because he chooses things that make him happy. He chooses projects that make him truly happy. And so his success multiplies, right? His accomplishments multiply. The joy that he experiences in life, probably, I would say, there's a good chance that it also multiplies. And here's my dog. I know, you're agreeing. I know. So yeah, let me just pat my dog really quick. Now, another important thing that I'm seeing in this card is that actually JUNGKOOK doesn't have a problem with money. How do I say this? It's like he's a magnet for success, and a magnet for money, and a magnet for abundance. And he does it effortlessly. I think Suga said this in an interview. I forget which video it was, but it was definitely his video, I think. And he mentioned that I think he was talking to Taeyang, but I think he mentioned that JUNGKOOK is naturally endowed with abilities. You know, that he has a lot of abilities. He's very talented, and things just come to him naturally. I think that's what he said. I mean, not word for word, but I think that's that's a translation. That's the best translation for it. And it actually verifies it here. The card verifies it, that whatever JUNGKOOK does, it's like a golden thing. Golden in more ways than one. And so he's always surrounded by abundance. At this point in time, he kind of really owns abundance. And again, that is because he follows joy. Joy, the color of joy is also yellow. And the color of gold is in the family of yellow gold. And as you can see, this bunny kind of has a little bit of bling bling on him, right? There's like a bling bling thing on him. He kind of owns it. He wears it proudly. He's not afraid to show that, hey, I worked hard for this, and so I deserve this. I deserve to have money. I deserve to have the accolades. But he's not being proud in a sense that he's very, like he's boasting about it. Not that type at all. But yes, at this point in time, I would say that money comes to him easily. Success comes to him easily. He's a magnet for all of these things. And again, it's verified because of all the projects that he has right now, like especially his Calvin Klein campaign, right? Miso. And so right now, it feels like Jungkook is very comfortable where he is. That doesn't mean to say that he doesn't want to improve, but I feel like it's been a long time coming for him, you know? I feel like reading this card, it does feel like he has been improving himself, and knowing when to rest. He knows when to rest. He knows when to improve himself. But all of the hard work that he's doing, he's seeing that it's paying off. You know, it's paying off for him. And it only makes him want to strive for more. Like probably he wants to improve himself more. Probably he has goals that he still wants to achieve, like musically, right? Or like when he dances. Maybe there are life goals that he wants to achieve. You know what I mean? Nice. And so he's sitting very comfortably where he is right now. And he's setting his eyes on some new prizes, on some new goals, on some new achievements that he wants to reach. And that's perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine where he is. And it seems like he's very, very happy where he is. Now, the next question that I beg to ask of him is, what is next in the chapter of Jungkook? Because a bunny will never stay still unless they're sleeping. A bunny will never just stay still, right? It always hops to another thing and another thing and another thing. And there's so much energy in that. So what's the next thing for Jungkook? I think it's going to be easy for him to figure that out. Musically and project-wise, it's going to be very easy for him to figure out. Actually, he doesn't even need to lift a finger because it just comes to him naturally. He's that talented. He radiates talent. He radiates joy because he continues to follow joy and joy follows him. He continues to make a lot of money. This is just me thinking, all right? This is me reading the card and thinking. So this is the energy. And so money also follows him, right? And he's a very excited person. And so exciting things follow him. He focuses on what he really wants in life. And so it's exciting to see what's going to be next for Jungkook. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Now, this reading could change by next week, next month, next year, or it could not change for the next couple of days. We don't know because it's all up to their energies. Remember that whenever we're reading cards, it's all about energies, what the current energies are, and based on what their energies are right now, where they are headed or where someone is headed. And that's how cards should always be read. All right. It's not set in stone. My dog just went under the bed because he's afraid of lightning. So it's not set in stone and it can always change. Like it's always subject to change every single moment if permissible. All right. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was fun. And in the event that Jungkook does watch this, you get a free reading from me. Just let me know. You know, if any of the BTS members do watch this by chance, just let me know. I'll give you a free reading. And yeah, I was going to say something about my dog, but he's just everywhere. So yeah, I hope you like this. I hope that you were entertained at the very least. Remember that this is not a fact. We're basing it off current energies. So we are reading current energies, which may or may not change depending on, again, energy. So it's all about energy, basically. Energy. All right? So these are just guidelines. These are just current energies that we're reading. All right? Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comment suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications on my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy. And we have a couple more members to go. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we still have Jimin. Do we still have Jimin? I think I did Jimin already. I think we have V and Hobie. I think. Let me check. But yes, we still have a couple of members to go. And if there are any K-pop idols or dramas or artists, well, in general, that you want me guys to read, let me know. Like, let me, like, put it in the comment section, write it down below, and let's do it. All right? So that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bonus. Here's Miso. He's checking out the thunder. There's a lot of thunder and rain right now. Right, Mies? Yeah? Yeah? You okay? So he's very afraid of the thunder and the lightning right now. And he just wants to stay in my room. He just wants to cuddle up. Don't you? Don't you? So that's it for us. Bye. Say bye, Mies. Bye, Mies.